Is this goodbye? No. It's not goodbye. Not at all. Yo.
Fixed it? Okay.
Yo,
cool, thank you, guys.
Explain yourself. I will. Promise you. We're not playing Marvel Rivals today. Tom, think of this up. Appreciate it.
We're not playing Marvel Rivals, obviously.
I do hate chatters like that, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
What walnuts?
Homie has TTS on?
I actually prefer chatters like that
Are you
are
starting your
unplugged
right-wing
from
grip?
the
It's
internet
getting
that
close.
don't know what's going on.
Yo. What up?
Oh, I more so meant I
Yo, what
hate
up,
chatters
Vegas
like
up?
that when
Hey, what
obviously
up,
they
Chief?
just joined in, they maybe don't know the
46
situation,
crazy.
but you know,
Yeah.
like when you're in a serious situation and somebody just like says something like
Yeah, it
that,
feels
and
bad
it's
in
like,
the moment, for
read
sure.
the
Yo,
room.
Fulton, thank you for the sub. Expose everything, bro. It's time to go full demon time. It's clearly obvious at this point. It's full
Demon time?
Why not? It is time to go full demon time.
Dude, he's the oldest
Just letting you
12-year-old
know.
I know.
There is no holding back.
Holy
Who
crap.
cares anymore? I will
Him
expose
having
everything
TTS
about
on
every
is
person that
wild.
you've ever known.
I'm gay.
And it is time to go full demon time.
Yo.
Dude, he's joking.
PLS,
Why not?
Don't tell me I've subbed this long for nothing.
Oh,
Let's
also
watch
it's a
the
little
world
loud
burn.
on the stream's end.
No, it's fine.
Oh, it gets red, so I don't know.
Is
Here,
it?
I'm taking out of sub-only mode.
It was a couple
There
times.
you go. What's up, chat? Let's watch the world fucking burn. If people want to act like this, you know, I see some people saying some very obtuse things. We can watch the world burn. Fuck it. Obtuse, yes.
Stop
There's some
cursing
people
so
that are
much at
saying
the
some
beginning of the
pretty
video,
crazy
man.
things that I was seeing. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things. I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know. I am pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it. But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be
Bro, what
releasing it
is
as time goes
happening?
on, because why not?
He's not like denying anything.
crazy.
He's
Who
just
cares?
like,
Who
don't
fucking
look at
cares?
me, look at these other people.
But before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. Okay?
Mizkif.
Let's get some yos in chat first. Maybe some tryhards. It's perfectly fine. Go ahead. You're a disgusting piece of shit. Absolutely. Been that for years. It's pretty fucking par for the course. What are we going to pretend that I'm not a piece of shit? We've all known this. All right? Calm down. Is this anything new? No.
What is
I'm a
this?
piece of shit. Why the fuck is Caroline Burton chat? That's probably the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my life.
Also, I don't know what
But
quality
I'm
you
going
have
to
it at.
defend myself on a lot of things that were said about me.
Why
I am
is
going
he
to defend myself
he's like
on what was
very
said with
Andrew
Emmy.
Tate right now.
I see a lot of people saying other things that really upset me, but the Emmy one is a serious thing that I want to take serious, and we will be discussing that, okay?
Gets on stream immediately, starts
I
threatening.
wrote this
Yeah,
myself,
and the
so I
TTS
don't know
is
if it's
wild.
even good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have a lot of half my screen right now is red because I can't write for shit. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. Not through ChatGPT. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. It's not, bro. Shut up. It's not through Chat. You really think in a serious situation like this, I put ChatGPT and I'm writing something out because it's like, oh, hold up. Like,
Yeah.
bro, shut up.
Yeah,
No.
I would believe it.
I do believe it.
Yes, really.
I do, yeah.
Really? No, it's Sora AI. I have an entire video made. What is wrong with you, chat? What is wrong with you? I wish I could show you how much red is in this to show you that each other is spaced. It's so stupid. I'm not a good writer, bro. I'm not a good writer.
Then why did you not show us? I wish I could show you how red this
okay.
is.
Let's
then
get to
just
this.
then
Shall we?
show
No
it.
stalling. I'm taking out of sub-only mode. I don't really care. I know that there's a lot of people that want to speak, and they can. I have no problem with that. This is a very serious situation that I was told. I know a lot of other people are saying things about me as well on top of this, but this is the thing I want to talk about. So let's talk about it, shall we? And then we can go into it. Okay. So this is April of 2021. Okay, I'm gonna write everything down. Everyone, just chill and let me hear this out. Okay. We met online when we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her through it, and my chat started to like us hanging out. I didn't have feelings for her or anything. but I thought we could start hanging out more and be friends. So we met through the Annihilator Cup. A lot of you guys know this. I was playing with her. My chat liked her a lot. She was fun to hang out with, so we started hanging out. We started to play games with each other on stream, and we started to grow closer together. We started calling each other, and we were flirting. We didn't do anything, but it was pretty obvious that Emiru had feelings for me as well as I had for her. But we couldn't really do anything because at the time, she was dating a girl named Bonnie, another cosplayer from another state, and I was dating Maya.
Not the same Bonnie.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Me and Maya broke up.
Did he say, and I was dating Maya?
Hold on. So in 30 seconds, he's just made very clear that he is a cheater. He's playing with her and being flirty, he said, while dating Maya.
He did say, and I was dating Maya. He said,
and we were both being flirty, but we couldn't get together, guys, because we had these fucking bitches we were dating. They're so annoying. They wouldn't go away, so we couldn't get together at the time. So we had to wait for them to go away. What is going on? All right, dude.
I broke up with her because the relationship felt stagnant, and Maya's sanctuary started to take over a lot of her life, and we hardly had time to hang out with each other. Since Maya moved out, I knew I wanted a streamer to move into the house, preferably a girl to farm content with, but I didn't want it to happen so fast. I didn't know if I wanted to be Emmy, but she told me about a stalker that came to her house with a bat, and she didn't live at her house anymore.
Can you just pause for just 1 second?
Chat, okay?
Yeah.
Come on. I'm telling you the whole.
I'm glad he's like cool being honest, but you sound like an absolute pig when you were like already predetermined in your brain, like, I want a girl to move into our house to farm content with. And you had just met Emmy. Like,
yeah.
What is your mindset, dude?
Yeah.
Whole story. Sit down and relax. All right? Take a seat. I told her to come move in with me in Austin because she had a stalker, and we want to make content, and the guy will probably be scared since there's a bunch of people around instead of her in her Kansas home by herself. From there, our relationship started growing very fast. Within just weeks of moving in, she would sit in my room with me late at night, and I would watch Pokemon over and over again, season 1. I loved it because she made me feel like because it felt like my childhood and a place of calmness. She would fall asleep in my bed.
Bro, I'm telling you, the oldest 12-year-old. What do you mean you watch season 1 of Pokemon over and over again?
I mean, no shade.
Like, don't get me wrong. Pokemon is great. Who is watching season 1 over and over again?
I'm not gonna like hate so much on that, but like.
But also, is he still dating Maya in this part?
That's where my brain is going. I think he said like she moved out and then she wanted. I don't know. The timeline is really confusing to me.
Yeah. All right.
Some nights we would touch our backs or legs together. We knew we liked each other. We just knew it was a bad idea. Talks of her joining OTK happened fast as well, and I knew that if we were potentially going to date, we'd have to keep it a secret. Nobody was allowed to know. Streamers as well were already starting to resent me, saying that it was a shitty thing that I moved Emmy in so fast and replaced Maya so quickly.
Okay,
if people
so
found out we were dating,
yeah.
I could be hated by my peers
Also,
and lose what I created in OTK.
Yeah, I can.
I didn't know if we were going to date, and I knew if we were going to
this whole time it's been bothering
me. I'm sorry. It was going to be very stressful.
I thought he just looked like that.
I had no idea what was going to come.
Wait, he looked better like that.
Yeah, he's uglier now.
Emmy just had a huge party in an arcade celebrating her birthday on stream.
All right,
everyone from Austin was there, and as we were celebrating her joining OTK, there was a huge scare. Someone outside in the parking lot rammed into my Audi R8 and drove off. And while we were outside thinking it was a schizo viewer, we were told that the person who just hit my car was now inside holding a gun.
What?
This scared us to no end.
Yeah, she brought this.
Me and Connery's pants ran inside in fear
did.
to get everyone out and make sure everything is okay. My first concern was Emmy. I wanted her to be safe. The cops came. The drunk driver did have a gun and was sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. Me and Emmy were terrified that night. And on the way home, I grabbed her hand and she grabbed mine. And we knew we were trauma bonded and we didn't want to let go. We would wake up together, stream together, and hang out with each other all night. She quickly became my best friend. and someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with. We hung out all
Just
day,
don't kill
every day.
yourself,
We were
please.
always so
Hold
happy
on.
with each other.
Wait,
I don't want to be hated by my peers for what I did to Maya. 2 weeks later, for the first time, I'm in love. Like, what do you mean?
that. But
What do you mean?
the fact he has TTS on. Also, Haley, welcome in. Did you hear that TTS? While he's saying that, the person literally TTS, please just don't off yourself, please.
Oh God,
Like,
I don't want to bring
Playing
attention to
games
that
until
stuff.
the night, loving every
Oh,
moment we were with each
dude.
other. It felt poor. Jack, relax. I remember one day I left my house. She called me just so we can be on the phone together, as we always did. And we were playing a song called Falling in Love with You with Elvis came on, and I felt that love. First time I felt love for a girl, and I thought I'd want it to never let it go.
This
The
sounds
first
like
year of
AI
our
because it
relationship,
is.
We almost had no fights. We started to date officially in January of 2022,
Okay, hold
and up
on.
until my cancellation,
I get the AI things. It's funny. It can't be AI, but unless he gave the AI all of this information and asked it to spit it back to him. At that point, he wrote it. So it can't be AI.
everything was perfect. She brushed over.
It can't be AI yet. In 2 weeks, it will be. AI will be able to do this. AI is watching your every move. It's just not allowed to know things that happened last
Actually,
week.
you know what? You're right.
Okay.
I don't think it's AI. It sounds so
It's
bad.
too dumb to be
It's
AI.
too dumb
Okay.
to be
water
AI.
bottles
Let's
and
be
my phone near
honest.
her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat.
You just said I will throw you.
I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me.
I
can't-
hope it breaks.
Oh, that was pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive.
I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So
I'm be honest. I've lobbed things into the bed when Jasmine's in it
Not at me.
casually, and it's never hit her.
That's it.
It's
No.
not hard not to hit somebody in a bed.
And when that's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said,
I've never thrown it at her. I've never hit her, but she had a
a.
bruise from it.
She
What?
brushed over that. I
He's
threw
saying
water
two
bottles
different
with
things
her
with that.
on,
You're not
my
understanding what he's meant by that.
or my phone near her, but that
He's saying
wasn't
like
during our
he's never-
fights. It would be throwing my phone
Oh.
on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. That's it. I did feel a lot of stress over the time of our relationship up until this point from her stalkers.
Unless it's a twin size
From the
bed, he
ones
would
that
have a
show
twin
up
size
at her old
bed.
house, and also stalkers that just had from her TikTok postings. We found after being with each other that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them
Take notes.
and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous.
That's scary.
I told her if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and understood.
Okay. So, dial it back. Let's say, hypothetical, you're not in a relationship together. Then it's fine for her to do this. Now you are in a relationship together. Now it's not fine for her to do this. You are saying, pick me instead of your career. How do you say that to somebody?
And
As an adult
yeah.
to another adult, what are we talking about? This is not a high school relationship. You need to quit cheerleading so that we can hang out after school more. It's me or cheerleading. Like, what are we talking about?
And if-
This is not an adult conversation.
Yeah. And if
Or an adult take.
anyone, he should understand, because he's also a pretty high profile content creator.
Yeah.
That's her job.
Yeah.
She literally had announced, like, I would assume around this time, that huge like cosplay thing. She like teamed up with AT&T and has been doing stuff with Extra Emily. Like, she does cosplay events. Like,
Yeah.
that's what she posts on TikTok.
She has to make that content
is
or
cosplay content.
yeah, you don't have a funnel. You don't have people coming to your streams.
but he's telling her she can't post anymore, and the victim blaming's insane.
And I'm telling
it's
you,
not her fault that
he's-
these people act this way.
I really think he's just on the spot manufactured this reason. I don't think that was the real reason. I think the real reason was what she was saying, that he was getting jealous.
I like this.
That
I
he
don't-
was seeing her growth and not feeling it.
I don't have any delusions about this. I know Seth is talking to me.
I am.
Exactly.
If you're watching this right now, I'm only talking to you. You are my friend. I love you. Okay, back to it.
Stood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy.
Pause for just
So
2
she
seconds.
would tell me that if I had a problem to let her.
This
He's
is just-
not
hold on.
comfortable with it as a guy, a 30-year-old man.
Listen, this is just coming from a female that streams with her boyfriend even on Twitch. Dude, it doesn't matter what you post. Weirdos will always find you. It is not her content.
Yeah.
Like, holy.
All right, let's keep it going. We're pausing a lot. Let's keep
No.
this going.
And at first, it was minor things here and there, but over time, it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK
That's
and
childish.
cause a ton of problems. Would you guys stop spamming never sub, never donated? Okay, relax.
There are clear ways to navigate a business.
I told her if we were going to be
while you're in
serious
a
about this relationship, I
That
need to
shit
stop
exists.
posting as much
Talk
and to
to
not farm
HR.
these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK and can cause a ton of
Does he not know he just read that?
problems in my life. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK. And that was very hard for me to do.
Stay strong, Miz. This will pass.
We had a doggy door between our rooms just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, but to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew.
A doggy
That stress
door?
alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong.
I'm glad you caught that too, because I was like, wait a second. What? Excuse me?
Emiru rolling up like this? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Emiru just coming into his room late at night. Hey, Mizkif, what's going on? What are you
We
talking
watching
about?
Pokemon Season 1 together? Like, what?
Yeah. You want to watch it? You want to watch season 1 again?
And we knew we
What?
could handle it. So in September in 2022, a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all my friends.
He really did need therapy.
Emiru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan.
Dry our lips.
She went with me
don't
anywhere I
take them
needed
now.
because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out. I lashed out. But she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. It got so bad, the stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression, that most of my hair started to fall out and Emiru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
Did she mention self-harm?
I don't
In her
know.
thing?
But it's so hard. Like,
As
is he trying to fake
As this
cry?
time
I'm so
happened-
confused.
I was a massive wreck, I couldn't think straight, and
I don't think he's trying to fake cry. I think he's actually getting emotional. But the issue is
being that Emiru hung out with me all day,
it's weird, like
she
reminiscent.
too started to become
emotions.
high strung. Ugh. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain. But I thought it could be fixed over time since things were just so amazing that first year. But
It definitely sucks losing somebody.
as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of remote only mode. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more.
Having the TTS on is wild.
Yeah, he shouldn't have TTS on.
Emiru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in
I'm
my
sorry,
house.
the TTS
My
is
cleaning
crazy,
ladies
bro.
would clean them just because they felt terrible. And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you."
All right, real quick. It's something he's doing right now. Again, everything he's talking about, nothing is justifying what he did to her.
Yeah.
And nothing is disproving that he did those things. And I think that's the big issue. Yes, you can just have a mud fight and throw dirt like he's doing, just throw dirt back, but then you're both covered in mud. You know what I mean? Like, this is not good PR. This does not look good on him. People are watching this and judging him for throwing dirt back at a time when the focus is on what he did.
Yeah.
Like, if he wants justice for the rabbits, he should have spoken about the rabbits ahead of this.
Yeah.
He was keeping this in his back pocket so that he could throw up a yellow card when she threw up hers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is not, again, it's like the most 12-year-old adult.
He's actually proving what
stuff.
she's saying is true. Like, he confirms the story she gave. True. And I agree with Seth. It doesn't, like, even if the rabbit thing, like, again, let's say it was to the extent that it was, Seth is right, does not excuse the things that she said that he did. Yeah. And he has past allegations of similar things. Yeah. Like,
it doesn't excuse the rabbit stuff either. But when she was talking about going to S-Fan's house and that sort of thing at night to get away from Mizkif, he's in his story has already passed that first golden year. They're already having problems. Yeah. So if this is during that same time, it's a sad reality, but pets get neglected when stuff like this is happening, when you are not home to take care of them. When you are avoiding your partner so much that you're not home, obviously you're not taking care of your pets.
Yeah.
So is it Mizkif's fault? No. Yes and no. Like, the toxicity was happening, but both of them should have been adult enough to set that aside to take care of the animals.
True.
Like,
this is her environment.
Fucked up with both, but again, it doesn't look good that he has been saving this dirt for this moment.
Yeah.
7777777.
I didn't even know there was TTS going on.
Oh, I was gonna say, dude. Holy.
Hold on one sec.
Take your time, dude. That reminds me, we need to reduce our TTS price and tips.
Like, wait,
these are small little mites that are
skip?
inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected.
Are those mites? I don't think those are.
What?
Those don't look like mites. Like, I hear what he's saying, but you can't really zoom in enough, but not a single one of them has legs at that size. You should be able to see feet. Unless those are fleas. Those might be fleas.
This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die. And I'm not going to sit here.
Those are common fleas. Yo, that is pretty fucking gross. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That is pretty bad.
That is disgusting.
I will admit.
If your pet is flea infested and inside the house, your house is flea infested. That's rough.
Here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, you should have phoned in Maya on that one. She would have had that cleaned up real quick.
But also, where are the rabbits, though?
Yeah, I'm confused
This is
about
a
that
video
as well.
from my own brother. I didn't record this. These are mites all around her cage.
Right, but again, there's no proof that it's the cage her rabbits were in. It's just some random video, no zoom out, nothing. I think it's a lie on his end, dude. I don't know.
That's a good point to make. That
I would
there's
tell
no
her to
proof
take
that
care
that's
of them
right
all the
cage.
time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emiru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting." Emiru wouldn't clean the cages and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything. Most of the time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't care. She would sit inside and play League of Legends all day. And what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her.
People that sit around and play League of Legends all day are disgusting. I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
I hate
Do
them
not
so much.
op.gg.
The fights
not.
from these
TV.
times started to
Do
get
not
worse.
OP.GG.
I would constantly want to be farther and farther from her. I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things. She was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker came to my house, and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came. These stalkers are no joke, and the pressure from the relationship, the anger I felt, and the stalkers.
So pause for just 1 second.
Sure.
I do want to say this though. Yes, she gave a lot of her rabbits away. She did have some rabbits that passed. I don't know the reason, but I've never heard it to the extent of what Miz is saying. And there's no proof of neglect besides like whatever video he has, and we don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
And even despite of that, let's say she did neglect her rabbits. Does that excuse everything he's done to her and all the other females he has allegations against? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's
you know?
very much a mud throwing thing right now. Like they're just he's throwing dirt back to try to shift the focus back onto her as if she was a bad person. But like it just doesn't work like that. Like you're just making yourselves both bad people instead of like being like, you know what I mean? Like if you were in court, the judge would be banging the gavel right now telling you to shut the fuck up because this has nothing to do with what you're on trial for. He's very much on trial in the public eye, and he is starting a new trial against Emiru instead of dealing with the one he's got going on.
She neglected the rabbits, brother. She is in your house. They're your rabbits too. I don't fully agree with them like being his rabbits or his responsibility. It definitely falls on her. But again, like we don't really have a lot of proof of that. And despite of that, that's a whole separate issue. It does not excuse everything that
you're
she
both
talked
right
about.
on that. Yes, it should be her responsibility. But if you're a witness to something like that and you're not stepping in to help, then you're also legally liable. So,
Yeah, I agree with that. Yep,
all
that
right,
is
let's
true.
keep going.
That is true.
Stalkers as a whole really made us lash out at each other. She would tell me that she doesn't
Adam, thanks for
realize
the
what
follow-on
she's
kick.
doing, that she didn't understand what she was doing wrong. But I would constantly tell her on and off stream that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't. And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole.
I wear
If you
pajamas.
stream from your home, wear fucking pajamas. You're dealing with enough. I'm sorry.
Who
You need to
cares?
be comfortable. People downplay how hard it is to be a streamer. All right, I'm not going to say woe is me, but we are two people being streamers full time. You need to dress comfortable. All right? Be comfortable. Pajamas are not the thing. I don't know what the
Again,
fuck
it's
that
kind
just
of a
was.
look. Do people go to Walmart wearing PJs all the time? Like she's
Yeah.
at least wearing PJ pants with Kirby on it. Like that's literally her whole thing.
Moving on.
I'm
That's a
talking about
crazy
past
criticism.
relationships.
That's
And
crazy.
yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because
so
I didn't want
controlling.
her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want
That's another thing that happens in really immature relationships. This is starting to turn into like counseling. Guys, if you would do it alone when you're not in a relationship, you need to do it while you're in a relationship. I'm not talking about cheating. I'm not talking about stuff like that. Obviously, don't do that. But if you would normally travel on your own and be expected to take care of yourself when you're not in a relationship, you should be able to do that when you're in a relationship. This is a weird thing that he's like, you shouldn't travel without me. You should dress older. This is like weird, toxic shit. It's completely inexcusable. And he's like normalizing it with his language right now, trying to make that seem like that's a normal thing in relationships. That's not normal.
Yeah.
a man to do
Real
something-
quick, I'm sorry. I do want to reply to this comment. How do women fall for guys like this? I'm just gonna be straight up. Like it's just like how guys fall for toxic girls. It doesn't start off that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You put in time, you build a relationship with this person, you get to know this person, and then eventually true colors show, but it's little by little.
Yeah.
And then in your mind, you're like, oh, this person I've known for the last 2 years wasn't like this, or last year or so wasn't like this. This was just a one-off. And you excuse it.
It's
and then it
also-
becomes a little by little excuse.
If
It's,
he's
you know,
looking out for her in one area and he finds a way to make her agree that he was looking out for her in that space, like let's say the stalker things that he's talking about. Hey, I don't want stalkers to do that. You should move into my house. That's a step. She feels like he was right on that. And then the next time he approaches her, she's more lenient and more agreeable because he was right on a past thing. So
Yeah.
then when he says you shouldn't wear these type of clothing, that's a what's it called? Like attributing to it. Then that's, you know, it's not really working that way, you know, but if you can
Yeah.
give a little, they'll take a lot, these type of people.
Also, just real quick, Adam, thank you so much for checking out us on Kick and wanting to experience Throne and Liberty with us. I didn't realize we didn't change the
That's
category
okay.
over there.
We'll figure that out later.
But
Let's move on.
definitely come over to
I'm
Twitch
not
and
there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man. The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic. I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around at all times. She would get upset if we didn't sleep together or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that
He needs to show the receipts for this if this is the case.
increased our fights, but the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed. They started to take pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house. Sorry. They knew my every movement. I couldn't take it. Between the rabbits, the stalkers, and the overall ability to handle situations with each other, I knew this wouldn't last. But I didn't know how to get out of the relationship. She did not want to move out. As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy constantly and making him bleed. I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat. Every month went by the last year, and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost weekly. Fights were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect, and I reflect on those situations with poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Wait. So he throws his phone at her, she gets bruised, and he says, well, she threw clothes and a plushie at me. I just imagine her taking one of her Kirby's.
Oh, God. What are we talking about?
Oh, you
It's
have echo
echoing
again?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, I
have it
unmuted.
I'm so sorry, guys. When you said echo, this whole time we thought it was the game audio. Babe.
No.
You unmuted
I'm not
in
echoing this
Discord.
whole time. I think I accidentally clicked a button and unechoed. I'm so sorry.
You unmuted in Discord is what you did.
Yeah.
So make sure that stays muted.
Well, first, I always mute you. You should mute me. Like, you should just have me muted at all times.
I'll mute you. I didn't realize that was what was happening. My bad, guys.
Sorry, guys.
We fixed it. Hopefully it stays fixed.
But what I was trying to say is I'm shocked. Like, he literally throws his phone at her. She gets a bruise. He admits it, but then says, well, she threw clothes and a Kirby at me.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know what's going on with that. Plushie throwing is not the same thing.
I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy did this as well numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening.
Why were they together in Kansas? That doesn't line up. It sounds like he was still dating Maya at that time.
Yeah, actually.
And I'm just going to leak everything because I don't really care.
And Adam, we will be back on Throne soon, man. Welcome.
This is the situation. I told her that a stalker's at the house. I'm freaking out. What is happening? Can you call me? I'll call you. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. So just want to show this. She was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship. This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers. This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emiru.
Wait, is he saying she sent this to him?
Yeah.
He was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him. It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house.
What is this message setup?
I'm so confused. Is this Apple? But then also it says to Emmy from primary.
Yeah.
And then is it messages that they send Blue? I don't understand.
No, his messages are... Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying. What? He's saying she said that. But like I don't have iPhones, so I don't know. But I thought incoming messages were Blue.
Yeah, the messages she sends should be Blue. Or no?
I don't know. Who has Apple?
This is accurate? Okay.
Okay. I just think okay. This just looks weird.
You guys put up with green bubbles. I don't get it. All right, moving on.
I don't know.
And the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, 15 minutes away, and that's all they did. Is terrifying for these girls and terrifying for the situation in general.
Let me say this before we continue. This type of like immaturity is so cultivated by the space that they're in and the way that they've gotten into it from such a young age.
Yeah.
It sucks. Like, we are so insanely lucky to have gotten into streaming after working a real job, navigating real relationships, going to college, doing things that people do before finding their career.
Yeah.
We did all of those things before finding our career. Their career started when they were like 16.
Yeah, and a lot of these people never had any other job.
So I'm not excusing them, Mizkif or Emiru, for being immature, but it's something that they need to address. They have the resources to address that. They can afford therapy. They can go to counseling. They have things available to them. They have money. And it is insane to me that they are not using that resource to do the things they need to do to become functioning, well-maintained people.
Yeah.
It's very strange to me that this happens to people. I don't understand how they don't take responsibility for
Last
that.
thing I'm just quickly say is we are almost 25 minutes into this stream and it's 35 minutes and all he has shown is a video that I'm confused by and that one text.
Yeah.
Emiru showed how
He's
much?
definitely lacking on the receipts.
I'm so confused. But anyways, you can go.
It is, again, it just feels like a mud fight. Like he's just trying to avoid his trial by starting hers.
Sorry. I knew that the relationship wasn't healthy at this point. I knew we had to end it and soon. One day, Emmy posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that she made me upset with it, and we got into a heated argument, and I broke up with her. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I
said she was
immediately sprung
crying.
up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want, and Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is exactly what happened, and she cannot argue this. One day, after staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter that I was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper.
Oh, so
She
you don't have the
began to
receipt.
cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, "Don't go. I love you."
Okay. So real quick, in a relationship, there is a level of toxicity that can happen where if you're not willing to forgive somebody on something, then you can't move forward.
Yeah.
So when she hands him a piece of paper with that says I want kids on it, I think what he's getting at is that he can't see that future or achieve that future in his head. Either, and honestly, I think it goes both ways because they're both not willing to kind of do the give and take that relationships take. You are individual people in a relationship. No matter what you believe, like religion-wise, becoming one, that sort of thing, all that is great and dandy in fairy tales. It doesn't work like that. You have to be able to be changing and evolving people. If somebody acts a certain way and you say, I don't want that, and they do improve, you have to be willing to let that version of them go so that you can enjoy the version that they are now.
Yeah.
If you don't have forgiveness in both ways, then you'll never achieve that, and this shit will happen every time. It will break down over the years that you date, and it will just dissolve. It is so hard to find somebody that you get better with, and you both acknowledge that you're growing and getting better at things while still tolerating things that have built up over a long period of time. I don't know how else to explain that, but like being in a relationship now that's like 5 years and coming from relationships that are also like 3 and 4 years long, like this shit is hard to achieve. And two immature people, even if just one of them is immature in the relationship, it just will not work. It will break down like this every time.
Yeah.
So it's sad to see though, because this man is 30 years old. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and one of
like
her
he
takes
should have been a leader in the relationship and able to show her those things, but again, he has not done therapy. They never tried to do couples therapy. They never did any of that stuff. So these tools are just not available to them. They're just invisible.
Yeah, it's crazy that his take or her take on her stream was like that he said she was too immature to have the relationship.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro.
I think it very much
it's a
goes
little bit of both,
ways,
but like, dude.
But again, it's one of those things where all of this that he's bringing up, like everybody is looking at him for the things that he did wrong, and he's not saying he didn't do them. He's just saying he did them, but also trying to say that she was also a bad person, which is such a weird response.
Yeah. And he really did skip over the whole essay thing. I agree.
Yeah, he ran through that pretty quick.
He did not acknowledge
That
that at
week,
all.
I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again. I have never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret. Times where I wanted to go back, times where I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream. But after 10 months, I know we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door, I said whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear. I was not following her, nor lingering around her. I was with others the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people there. I, of course, was near her, but I was never following her. This year has been very hard for me, and I'm sure for her. I even went to Japan and drank every single night just to sleep. Going from being with each other for 3 years straight and trauma bonding to be completely alone is such a difficult thing for both of us. I began therapy in February of this year with EMDR therapy.
Wait, he's
something
in
she
therapy?
recommended me when we were dating. I'm very happy to say that I feel better than ever, and I've gotten a lot of the stress I've had away. I've also moved from Austin myself, and I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that. I truly hope nothing but the best for Emmy. I know she said a lot of these things today, and I do believe a lot of them were false, but I do hope nothing but the best for her, and I'm sorry that any of this happened. I hate that we're in this situation, and I hope that she can move on. We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that. I've realized over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. I've been single for the past 10 months and I plan to stay that way. I'm continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me, but for the people around me. Okay. That's it. If you're wondering if it's scripted, the answer is, of course it is. I wrote it out because I cannot freeball this. This is a very serious situation.
So, at the end of all of that he just said, he said a lot of things that she said were untrue. But again, none of the points made were discrediting that. He was just saying she was also a bad person in that situation. So this is a very weird kind of thing. This feels almost like being back in high school when you would hear about a relationship from both people and you realize how childlike you guys still are while you're in high school.
Yeah.
How is this happening to 2 people that are heading into their 30s? I have no idea. This is inexcusable by both parties that it has gotten to this point. I'm glad it's getting aired out so people can kind of see that this is what happens to people when they are making this kind of money and not dealing with the usual stresses of life and growing to become an adult.
Yeah.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. All right. We'll finish it out and see what else he has to say, but I think that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, he concluded it. That's everything you wrote.
I think he does say
his
more.
Responses to chat.
Oh, no, he does say more.
He does? When does he say it?
Just
gonna
just
stand
play.
up
It's
for
only 9
myself.
minutes left.
I'm
right, we'll
going
see.
to defend myself in these situations. I'm not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have dozens of photos and videos.
Yeah, it's not really a
calls and
defense,
messages
it's an
as well,
offense, right,
If she
Emiru?
has them.
That's what
I
I'm
have
saying.
things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of
Jeez.
messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild. But I want to make it very clear. When it comes to Emiru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. My plan for myself was very simple. If Emmy were to say something,
You tried to space bar that so quick. Oh,
How
my
was it never the plan, but then you fucking did it?
God. And she said it was going to be the plan.
Okay.
This is not YouTube said.
about me, I would say
It is what
something
it is.
back.
You have to hit the
That's
pause
it.
button.
Yeah,
and
you
play
can't
and
space
then-
bar.
Never had a plan in my life to go after her or do anything.
Yo, mouse
it was
off
if
the
she ever
screen.
said anything, I would say something as well. And that's completely understandable.
If you rat me out, I will rat you out. What the fuck are we talking about? What is this?
Jeez,
Oh my god. The only super welcome in. We're wrapping this up. This is so childish.
Can you clarify what, if anything, was said to her team at TwitchCon?
That little
said
piece of
that if
skin on
she
his
goes
lip has
after
been
me,
bothering me
then
this
I
whole
will go
time.
nuclear.
Sorry.
And that
He said that at TwitchCon. He just admitted it. That's why she came out and said that. This is 100. The whole reason she's out and saying the stuff she's saying is because he poked the bee's nest. 100%. She would never have brought this stuff up. She honestly probably would have put it in the past and let it go. But he said this.
Can you clarify what, if anything, was said to her team at TwitchCon? I said that if she goes after me, then I will go nuclear. And that is exactly what I said.
What are we talking about, dude? Why
that's
would
what's
you
going
do
to happen.
that?
Yeah, and he pretty much
Because
verified
you can't mess with me
99.9% of the
anymore. I
things
don't
she
have
said.
anything to
Yup.
lose. I'm sorry I don't. Go after me all you want.
Because you're already on the
I
bottom.
have nothing to lose. And I will say this proudly. Emiru abused those rabbits. She did. And if you're in Austin, Texas, and you want to say that she didn't abuse those rabbits at my house, you're lying. You know she did.
You know she
She
did.
abused those rabbits and she let them
No, we
outside.
don't.
And it's disgusting.
Even if she did.
And I didn't want to bring this up ever.
This
This was not
isn't-
something I planned on bringing up in my life.
Yeah, he dug himself a
But
big
it's
ass
something
hole.
that
He did.
she claims that she didn't do, and people are trying to defend her from that. Like Asmongold, where he says that one of her rabbits she took and brought around. What about the other 6 rabbits that died? As for what happened with me and Emiru, it is I mentally have been fucked up for years. And I'm very proud of myself for working on myself. And I think leaving Austin was the best thing, not just for me, but for everyone around me. I do believe that.
Yeah, probably, man.
I fucked up a lot. And I'm never going to not admit that. And I realized I need to be alone. I never got kicked out of Austin, Texas. I left myself.
Left before you got kicked out. I'm just messing.
Please hold. I just have to check.
What?
How long does a rabbit live?
8 to 12. Wait, 9, 3 to 5. I don't know what kind of rabbit she had.
Yeah, I don't know what kind. I would assume not a pygmy. This looks pretty small. Over here, maybe 3 to 5 years.
Depends on species. Yeah, I've
it
had
does
rabbits before.
depend on species. But 6 of them dying is
And
a
again,
lot.
I don't know how old her rabbits
it's-
were when she got them.
It's
You know what I mean?
definitely concerning. And then I also want to know, Jesus, you can get them for $5?
It really depends.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
It's 5 to 100.
That's cheaper than a hamster.
Oh my gosh, $5 is your neighbor down the street just trying to get rid of it.
I just wanted to know if there was any financial hit. Like maybe some
You're
people
still
don't
mentally fucked? I
fuck
am.
up rabbits because they can't afford them as well.
I'm
I was
absolutely
wondering.
mentally fucked. I have been slowly working on it. I do feel like I've been getting better. I feel like I'm very calm right now. I don't feel stressed. I don't even feel angry. I feel that every day I'm trying to learn more and more and do better. But I'm going to stand up for myself in a lot of these situations because a lot of it was not true. And I don't like that she was portraying that it was just me
Debunked
who was at
nothing.
fault.
What do we mean it wasn't true? You
That's what I'm
debunked nothing.
saying.
You just
And that's
threw
what it was.
you're like, it's like a smear campaign. It's like, well, maybe if she looks bad, people won't believe her is what you're doing. This isn't logically
You showed
making
one
sense.
thing
Why
of
was
text
viewership
of
so
her saying
important?
she's like depressed
I
or
will
something.
bluntly say this, and I'm very honest. was, and I still am, but I very much was someone that was massively obsessed with streaming and viewership. And when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know. I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting, and it has ruined my fucking life. It is something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true if you watch my old stream. I've always been this way.
Yeah, that's fucking gross.
I've been very envious of other people.
That's super gross. It's one thing when we look at our viewership and I'm like, are we still going to be able to do this full time as a job? And another thing when you look at your viewership and you have enough money to retire for the rest of your life and you're like, I'm not big enough. Like, what are we talking about? This is a very strange thing. Like, this is an addiction versus like trying to pay your bills.
And he's literally just
Very
confirming
weird.
everything she was saying.
Yeah, he's like hard confirming it.
And it's a problem. It's a serious. It was a. I'm definitely way better than I was now, or I am now. But it's a serious problem that I am still working on to this day. I am not perfect, and I fucked up with that. I've been this way for a very fucking long time, where I'm a competitive dude, and I think I'm very competitive with streaming because I really care about it a lot. I've sunk my whole life into this thing. So, did you really drive 150 miles an hour? I'm going to say this very clear. If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere.
Oh my.
I drive fast literally everywhere.
All right, I'm done with this video.
No, you gotta finish it.
This is
4
just
minutes,
so
bro.
stupid.
This is a hard watch. It's a hard watch. I will admit, it's a hard watch.
I'm in an Audi R8 in Austin, Texas, where the
30!
freeways are open. I drive fast all the time. I do.
So he has now confirmed 100% of what she
I
said.
don't even
Good
remember
lord.
what situation he was talking about.
Like, holy shit.
I mean, we were in cars with each other all the time. I remember one time when she was picking me up from the airport, and she was in her blue Corvette, and she started the speed when we were on a straightaway when she was getting mad, and she stayed quiet.
But like she did it one time, so.
I don't
That's what I'm
remember the
telling
exact
you.
speed she got up to, but
He's
we were
doing it
definitely flying.
again. He's doing it again. Did I do that? Well, actually, she did this thing.
I know I chucked my
But
phone
did
at
I
her,
do that?
but
No, she actually did. This is
she
like
threw a plushie at me.
these
so.
are like politicians when they were 12. I'm not joking. This is like every politician when they were in middle school. This is so bad.
This is a hard watch. His eyebrows are bothering me. Dude, it's the dead skin on his lips that is getting me this whole time. The one right here.
That's it. I'm a streamer. I'm sorry. It has to happen. Animal abuse.
Gotta shock him. I'm just kidding. Like, jeez. What are these streamers?
All right, go back to sleep. Lay down. Go to your spot or I'll shock you.
But I'll say this as well. I have no problem admitting fault. The person that I was during that relationship, and I would say the Mizkif in Austin, Texas, is fucking disgusting. I hated myself.
I'm sorry. You gotta pause
I
just 2
hated
seconds.
this person
And then
that
you
just
could start
sat
it.
there.
Yeah, go ahead.
The whole thing of him saying, I have no problem with admitting fault. Bro, admitting fault and having change is a completely different thing.
It doesn't feel like
But
he's
just being
working
like,
to change
yeah, you know, I did that.
He literally
yeah, I
keeps
checked
saying,
my phone.
I
yeah,
still
I
am
sped.
that way. I still
that
am
way.
that way.
Like,
What do you mean you still are that way?
saying it
What is
means
improving
fucking
here?
nothing.
All right.
All right, sorry.
All day, stressed and angry and mad at the fucking world. I hated being this upset person because I know you are who you hang out with. And I definitely changed Emmy in a lot of ways and made her very stressed as well. And mentally, the situations we were in, it just cataclysmed both of us. I was a very toxic person and I knew I needed to get out, so I broke up with her. In fact, I broke up with her twice. The first time I broke up with her, I really thought it was over. And the second time I broke up with her was forever. I did message her a lot after.
Matter of fact, I broke up with her twice because she got back with me the second time, and then I tried to go for a third round, but she said no. Lots of time. 40 times, actually. She said no 40 times to the third round. But I broke up with her twice, so I'm in the right.
Afterwards, primarily for OTK stuff, but
Delusion is wild.
there
I
were
wish I
times
could
where
have
I
this.
did want to go back to her. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I was drunk. I thought I needed to, but yeah.
I just don't.
I
wanna
know
keep
it's a hard
watching it
watch,
so
but
bad.
you just gotta.
That's it.
This is.
I don't think
You
there's
just gotta
really
get
anything else
through
to talk
it.
about.
This feels like sandpaper against logic. I have autism, and this is like not logical
It's
at all.
it's a hard watch.
You
I know.
cannot track this.
Leak something? No, not today. This is something I think that we went over, and
Somebody in chat. Now let's play
I'm
Marvel
just,
Rivals.
I know. I'm just mad that you
I
point
am
out the
glad that
eyebrow
it
because
is
now I notice one of his
out
eyes are
there.
bigger than the other.
Right,
Like,
just
why?
saying. And that's it. So, that's it. I said what I had to say. I appreciate you guys listening, and I will be back. I'm not leaving anytime soon, but I'm gonna go relax. It's been a pretty rough day. No, we're not doing top 500.
The other
Did
thing
he
that
just
bothers
burp
me.
into the mic? Oh my god.
The other thing that bothers me so much about videos like this and streamers that are going through this type of thing, bro.
Okay.
Everyone watching this, I want you to imagine for a moment that you can go through something like this. Because so many normal people, your everyday person has gone through this. And you don't have the stress of I have work in the next hour. Or you don't have the stress of I've gotta go take care of my grandpa. Something like that. I'm gonna go relax. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. That's how they both ended their streams. Like, yes, this is impactful. Yes, this is important. But to have the privilege to come on to stream, make $200 just from the TTS alone at the start of his stream,
Yeah.
it's insane. They're so unplugged from like actual issues that they're never going to mature. I really don't think that they have the opportunity to become people and deal with those stresses and learn how to do that because they have one spinning plate. And that one spinning plate is, do people like me still? They are not worried about finances. They're not worried about their next meal. They're not worried about being fired from their job. They're not worried. They're not truly worried about their relationship. They could go online and pick anybody. It's disgusting. They're not even worried about the political climate because it doesn't apply to them. Like, it sucks. It's gross.
Yeah.
But anyways,
he's definitely the type that's constantly looking at chat and seeing what they're saying, and plays off that.
that's the video.
Yeah.
Guys, we're definitely posting this to YouTube because the first one went crazy. We'll link it to the other video. If you like this stuff, subscribe, like the video. Come over to our Twitch. Come check us out. We're genuine people. We worked once for a living, and now we do this for a living, and it's incredible. Thank you so much.
And thank you for... we did not expect, we just react to stuff and we ended up posting it. And the fact that you guys have been supporting our YouTube, that we can post things like this and bring more light to these situations
And our take.
is huge. Because this is a very serious thing and it happens to small creators too. So it's just wild. But thank you guys and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.